Hey ladies and gents, it's Zem back again, and this is kind of going to be a rant video, and it's been bugging me to no end. I actually started a forum post about this on the North American forums about the current state of the game, and I'm talking about the bugs. I'm talking about the bad bots. Talking about the chat and that kind of thing. And it's frustrating because I've played these games for a long time, and I've played wargaming games for better part of going on 7 years. Uh, yeah, I mean, besides the chat, the if you haven't had these bugs yet, to crash the desktop, the respawn bug, where you respawn after getting killed and you're not able to fly your plane, and your plane just circles, and you actually have to exit out of the game and restart the game and come back in again. Uh, these bugs are all. There's a bomber reload bug where your bombs don't reload. Yeah, there's all these little things right now, and they're not even little anymore. They're becoming to the point where it's like, and I said it in the forum post, why is it still happening? Most of us, some of us, all of us have premium time. We paid for that, or we wanted, using the ticket system, or we had gold, whatever. We're paying for this game to work right, and in the current state, it's not working right. And unfortunately, this is causing, we already had a low population of players, but I believe it's driving more players away. Um, this video here, I'm actually recording a bad bot. I'm not sure if it's programming or whatever. We got these two down here. We got Jonas and Wingolf. I don't know who the fuck would name their kid Wingolf. But anyway, they've run into a mountain here, and now they're going to circle for most of this game. They haven't did anything. They're not being active in the battle. And essentially, you're taking two planes out of the game. Even though if they're bots, they're still not doing anything. They both have less than 500 combat scores, so they're just going to sit there and circle. And I've said this, and I said it in the forum post. If I'm going to lose, I lose because I didn't play well. I don't like to lose because, for this instance, I'm losing, two players off of my team. And I caught this in another video too. I think it was in the Japanese premium planes for the EU server. I caught them two more GAs run into the side of a mountain and couldn't do anything. And like I said, you notice these two GAs haven't left that position. They're just continuing to circle on that side of the mountain, and they're not doing anything. In this game, it wasn't a big deal because we were able to, with just the light fighters and stuff, to dominate the game, and we won. But the problem is like I said, this isn't about losing a game. I'm going to lose a game because I didn't play well. I don't like losing game because of the shitty the shitty game, or whether that's the respawn bug, whether your bombs are not reloading on your bomber, whether the bots are doing what they're doing right now, which is buggy, sitting there, not participating in the game. Like I said, we're down two planes just because of how the bots are working. And I hate to say this because I do really do enjoy this. I mean, right here, Jonas, they still haven't broke anything. I mean, they're still just sitting down there. They're not evening it. They're nothing. They might as well not even spawned into the game because they did nothing this game. Like I said, granted, we've made up for them, and we won the game purely with light fighters. And I'm not sure I'm not the only one that's seeing this. And sadly, this game had great potential, and unfortunately, at the current rate, with the low server population and the players that are not coming back to play because of these bugs, because of these bots, and all that stuff. I mean, I don't know what to say. Now, I'm going to put this out as a suggestion, and you guys can tell me what you think about it. I think I mentioned one other time in a video a long time ago when I first started playing 2.0 is I really wish you could have the option in your garage to bring bots in with you flying one of your planes. For example, if I'm playing a tier 6 and I have 2 other tier 6s, I can ready those 2 bots up with my pilots, of course, and bring them into game with me and have somewhat of a control over those 2 bots, or even 1 bot. It doesn't matter. I know they said in the new patch notes that they've changed the bot behavior. Of course, we'll see. I didn't notice anything in there about fixing the chat. I didn't know anything in there about fixing the crash to desktop, or fixing the respawn bug. Looks like they did fix the bomber bug, where your bombs didn't reload. All these things, it causes frustration. Now, like I said, you guys can think about it. Give me your comments below, what's your opinion about that idea about being able to bring in bots depending on what you have in your own garage. I mean, that'd be awesome if I could say, if I'm flying a Zero, and I could bring in a Spitfire with my 5-point pilot in there, bring him in, and I could have some attempt at controlling him, or him being at least my flight or my wingman for the game. So, rant done. Wargaming, fix your shit. I hate to see this game go to the wayside and not being able to play it. That would suck. Like I said, I've invested time and money into the game. I'd really like to see this thing continue the route they have. And we'll see with the new patch. We're going to give it up, and we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to be optimistic. I hopefully that this new patch is going to fix these problems. But at the current state of the game, it's getting to the point where it's just not fun to play. I had 2 crashes to desktop, 1 respawn bug, and I had some bombs and a bomber that didn't reload. This is all in one night. That's frustration, pure and simple. These bots right here. This is once again pure frustration. Is there some Russian conspiracy that's going to say, at some point we're just going to say, nope, you get to lose. I hope that's not the case, but sometimes you think to yourself, hey, why are they doing what they do? So leave the comments below, see what you think. Go on to the forums, find my forum post. It's under suggestions about compensation. Hey, I totally think that we should be compensated for this. I really do. I think we should be compensated either premium time, I think or planes or something, at least to keep the player base somewhat happy. I'm just saying somewhat. Doesn't have to be happy. Hey, somewhat. That'd be fine with me. So you guys have a good night, and thanks for listening to my rant.